Hurry up and turn on camera so I can laugh at your hair. What the hell? You think I'm not gonna do my hair for such an important day? The final day of NA OWCS? You think I wouldn't do my hair? You think I would just choose not to? I would just wear a hairband again? Okay, I'm a professional guy. I'm a professional guy. Okay, we're doing our hair for very important occasions, okay? We're not just wearing hairbands. I got a haircut. Very nice. Very nice. Hello, Asomnium. Hello. More variety? Maybe. Remember when Mel killed Tim Week live in front of the whole of Ascord? Dude, I do remember that. Remember when we killed fucking Tim Week? As we should. Hello, Dual Monarchy. So yeah, don't worry. You know, you don't worry about my hair. How about you worry about your hair? Let's give a picture of your hair, huh? How about we take a look at that? Let's take a look at that hair, huh? What you got going on there? And yes, to answer your question, perhaps I am wearing a hairband. Perhaps I am wearing a hairband, huh? Perhaps I didn't do my hair because I was on a call right before this relating to my legal matters. In relation to my legal matters that I'm attending to. And I didn't have a chance to shower until right before this. I shaved my head because I have the same hairline as Avast. You wish you had this hairline. Buddy, take a look at that. Take a look at that, huh? You wish you had this hairline. You wish. You wish that hairline was yours. Can you tell us the legal matters? That is still TBD. Soon though. Soon though. Soon I'll be able to tell you all about my legal matters. But right now we're playing it by ear. So yeah, you wish you had this sort of hairline that could accompany such a glorious hairband. You're thinking, oh, it must be so easy. It must be so easy to have a hairline that's accompanied by this hairband. No, it's not. It's hard work. Was the real one being sued? Yes, we're dealing with some lawsuits. Some lawsuits here. We're in the legal court of law. Well, actually, I'm prepping for lawsuits, I should say. Ah! What happened to your hair? Sorry if you explained the bit already. Mods, time up in court. Mods, time up with lawsuits. Hit him with 3 to 4 different lawsuits. Hit him with 3 to 4 different lawsuits for that one. I think that's the way we take care of this matter. Are you going to jail? No, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. That much is true. A sick fuck like me probably should be in jail. Though. Sick fuck like myself for being so fucking sick and twisted. But no. My ass is not. My ass is not going to jail. Okay. A twisted mind. Dude, I caught, as I was showering, and during the call, I like had on my second monitor. I saw the end of EMEA. I don't know if you guys saw this, but fucking Katsuya Twisted Minds met up again in the grand finals, 4-2. Some goated matches. Second monitor in the shower. No, I was on call before I got in the shower. I don't have my monitor in the shower. Hello, Soggy One. Okay. I don't have my monitor in the shower.
An absolute dogfight, a brawl, a bar brawl, whatever. It's gonna be a good
I don't.
Time.
It was just I was watching. I was listening to the call. And also, okay, we see the matches today. We got Geekay Nightmare. Predictions are up. Predictions are up for that, and then Liquid versus the winner of that. You have a shower? I thought you were broke. Actually, big day. Big day for me. I got a dedicated cold brew like canister now. We're gonna be cold brewing decaf tea in the hot Texas summer and decaf coffee. Big day for cold brew heads. Because I don't want to drink a hot coffee in summer. You know. I don't know if you guys agree. I don't want to drink a hot coffee in summer. Hot coffee is like a spring, fall, winter thing, not a summer thing. Summer is it's a cold brew only. John, own a pitcher? I did own pitchers, but I didn't want to have to strain out all the coffee grind, so I'd rather just have a built-in strainer. You know? What's up, Unfeatured? American take? How is that? Is that? Do Europeans love drinking hot coffee when it's hot as fuck? I feel like it's not fun. I'd much rather drink a cold beverage when it's hot outside. Always? That's crazy. I mean, I that's insane. I mean, when I went to Italy in like June, July, and I went to Germany in like, no, I was in October when I went to Germany. Oh, no, I did go to Germany also when it was hot, and like, it was pretty hot in September for the Gauntlet, or for Showdown in 2019. I never ordered a hot beverage. I never order a hot beverage. I always get a cold beverage every time. Every time, I'd always would. Check this out.
Those ones. We just wanted to show you that, you know,
fuck out of here.
Human, but when we talk about it,
no, check this out.
Just, you know, again,
can Apple make it back? Why would you do that? Why? Why would he? Why?
it was interesting.
That's that one's that is a good one. That is a good one. Check this out. Check this out. Oh, it's so good. Check this out. Tumbles down the mountain. Oh fuck, that is a really good one. That one is that is a really goated clip for sure. Oh fuck, it's good. It's real good. So yeah, I don't understand why you'd want to drink a hot beverage though, when it's hot as hell outside. When it's like 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, 90 to 100 Fahrenheit. Give me a cold beverage every day of the week. A nice cold brew, an iced tea, a cold water, a cold Coke Zero, a cold slop. You know? Give me any of that. Also, tragedy on the slop department. Tragedy on the slop department, chat. Today, my mother did a grocery run. She said, "Hey, got you a case of slop, but since you haven't had a chance to go to the store yet," I'm like, "Thank you so much. I would love a new case of Coke Zero Squared." Open it up. Grocery store crushed half of the cans. Crushed half the cans. Completely lost all the carbonation. Were completely flaccid. Spilled inside the container. Half of our good slop lost. Lost in a war, a senseless violence for no reason. Senseless violence for no fucking reason. For that to happen. I love finishing off NA OWCS, so true. Today we're going to be finishing off, in today's video, we're going to be finishing off everyone in NA OWCS. In today's video, we're going to be finishing everyone off. In NA OWCS. It's about time.
And like, there's been a come up for Chronic as well, because I don't think we'd say that Chronic going into this stage was on the same level of someone like Lethal, because Lethal you just had massive respect and admiration for already.
Okay, I gotta let it cat.
Chronic kind of hovered around like the middle of the pack in North America. And I think with the release of Freya, Chronic really made a name for himself. And you can see that confidence also aids him when it comes to the Sojourn, yes, against SSG. So it's just...
Wait, do you see her back there? Do you see that cat?
To the point now where Chronic is a top-tier hitscan player in the region.
Couldn't agree more. Those are our...
There she is. She's surveying. She's surveying from her perch. Who's that behind you? That's Snickers. That's Snickers the cat. That's Snickers. We've been doing something recently. They've been doing some Horkin recently, you know, some more cat Horkin. So we got like a meat paste that you rub on their faces so they lick it off their whiskers. And so every time she comes close and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to be pet." And then you take your finger and you're like, and you just like wipe it on her fucking whiskers, not that hard. And then she's like, she runs away.
Can we argue that they try
She's
to
not
work
enjoying the
strats
meat
or
paste,
trying
honestly.
to
You would
do
think she
things?
would, but she
I don't
doesn't.
know.
She
There was
doesn't
a
enjoy the
lot
meat
of
paste.
something- Then their whole thing where Geekay kept on deferring their bans.
not right.
They did it
It's just,
twice.
it's not hidden for her.
You have to ignore what you're seeing right there. Hopefully it's not right.
There was a tiny little dog at the tournament field today. And bro was big chilling. He came over to our tent while we had a bye, and I was just petting the shit out of this little guy. And then he was scratching his balls on the grass and shit. Okay, thank you, Gears. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting us know about that. Thank you for letting us know about that one. Same. Summer behavior, huh? That's just some summer male behavior, am I right? Just some classic summer bro behavior. Who hasn't been there before? Who hasn't been out there just scratching their balls in the grass and stuff?
Powerfully and in such strong fashion previously.
It's scratch your balls summer. So true. So true. It's on the calendar.
Unleash whatever tactical thought that they have onto Team Liquid, who's waiting in the wings. You never know. We've seen some stuff like that in collegiate.
Do you have blue hair?
Updated Geekay roster. Just to keep us all on our toes. There it is.
Do I?
Okay, few less questions, but that doesn't make up completely.
Does this look like
for
blue
what
hair to
happened
you?
Yesterday. Again, I cannot.
How's it
make sense
looking?
of the whole like deferring the ban and thingy.
How's it looking out there? It doesn't look like blue hair.
Really?
Let me guess. Pronouns. Let me guess. Pronouns? Question mark.
This is an absolute top dog all stage long, right? So it's just a little confusing.
He has two hair.
See from them what have we
I got
learned
two fists for you.
throughout the playoffs, Johnny.
Called pain and misery, buddy.
It was just
Better watch your step.
against SSG. That was an absurd.
Better watch your fucking mouth over there.
Rocket as well with this minor damage buff to Tracer.
I got two balls to itch.
Outcome of these games.
I got two balls to itch for you, buddy. Left and right.
I honestly think that Nightmare could win in this matchup, which they should be the underdog. They shouldn't be favored.
I think your hair is looking good. Thank you. Thank you. See? Finally some positivity in this chat. Some positivity. Bold of you to go live with that haircut. Your name is Nutrag, okay? I want you to think of that. First of all, your name is Nutrag. Secondly, not bold. When you're confident in yourself, anything is possible.
Well, we're about to find out. The teams are ready, so are we.
Stocks on the Reaper guy copy Basta have been extremely low since Overwatch League. I mean, it has the Reaper guy stocks have definitely dropped a bit. Dude, do this Avril again, guys. Let's see if we can make him laugh. Let's see if we can make him laugh again. Do you think he's gonna laugh?
Me personally, you lot went well here.
You kidding me?
Do you think he's smiling? Look at that. Oh, I smile already. There it is. Peak guys. There they are. It's peak guys.
Let's get into this series. Geekay versus
Is Avril in the chat? Let's take a look. Do you think he's here? He's not here. He's not here. He's not listening.
Team Liquid have beaten both
He's not here, guys.
to make it to that grand final spot. Geekay losing their first
He's not listening.
match of stage 2 as well.
Where is Avril AI? I think we had to kill Avril AI because it was getting too strong. It was like becoming the entity for Mission Impossible. It was about to launch every nuke in the world. If you didn't properly get perfect tier list at the beginning of a stage. Avril is AI? No, there was Avril AI that was created, but it's gone rogue, and we had to put it down. We had to hit it with the digital virus to take it out.
Looks fine, but then things just got messy.
Did Jaws address his peak behavior yesterday? No. Jaws never addresses anything. He's got no accountability, that guy. That's why we have to bully him. Avril looks like I could throw him through a window and it would break, but Jack would simply splat against the window.
And Team Liquid also beating Nightmare on this map as well. Another 2-0. So
he would just explode like a tomato.
Won Oasis recently, not even won a single round in the.
He's just gonna like absolutely explode like a tomato there.
Geekay banning the Tracer and a hazard ban for Nightmare.
I'm gonna start I'm ending the submissions, by the way. I'm giving you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submission's over. Submission's over, pal. It's done. More like an annoying insect. So true, actually. when I hear the Jaws gnat beside me, like, and I just fucking smash its ass. So what do they ban? So Geekay banned Tracer. They're like, no, actually, we will not be playing Tracer into fucking Rocket. Also make sure that they can still like play like some of the casts. That's pretty chill. And they got rid of Hazard for Kuffa. The force. So it pretty much just forces a hard ramp. Oh, that's a poop on Painkiller. Oh! Did they not have gold? He might not have seen him. He might have come off the top.
That's not a good start at all for Nightmare. That's a quick reset.
The Mr. G Snat. The Mr. G Snat in my ear. He's just over there. Just constantly buzzing in my fucking ear. Dude, no one ever talks about this, by the way. No one ever talks about this. I have a dehumidifier in my house now. And because Texas is a cursed fucking state, when I go to empty out the bucket of the water that it's pulled from the air, it's extracted, there's like a mosquito. Almost every time there's at least one dead mosquito in there. Every time. It's actually so fucked up. Just drink it? No, I don't think I will. Fry it up? No. No, we're not frying it up. It's actually pretty easy for GK. This is like more so what I expect. By the way, I told you guys my prediction yesterday. I have GK winning this. I know Nightmare's had the sauce, but I think if GK lose this, like it's such a like omega beef from them considering how good they've been all stage. Because Nightmare are good. They look really good. I think the meta is good for them too with a buff Tracer, but I usually have moths or flies. Grant is in there, huh? Grant Esper himself? Or is it Espy? One of the two? Dude, my moan, that actually is. My moan is that they've had like 3-4 fights and he still has that EMP. Why don't you stream EU? I had a meeting before EU. I would have streamed at least the grand finals for Europe, but I had a meeting I had to take care of for legal reasons. So I had a very important business meeting. So unfortunately I could not. Oh, Lethal dead. And they get the fuck. Okay, Flip's pretty decent, but they walk in with an EMP and against no beat. I think this is okay. He drinks cold coffee. He hates Europe. I mean, listen, hot coffee's good on any part of the year except summer. Hot coffee is fantastic if you're in any season other than summer.
This time we're waiting for the EMP. There isn't going to be a sound barrier to save Nightmare.
Is it really pronounced GK? It's pronounced Geekay, I believe. Geekay, not GK. I thought. That's are you a full-fledged slut yet? No.
Painkiller. Don't worry, that wasn't a mem. It hit Painkiller, but it didn't do much. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, well. Esports Commission. This guy here, LeBron James gif. This guy here. LeBron James pointing gif. They do have. Okay, UV could probably clutch the fuck up here though with the window. They're up on top. Oh. Don't just all die chronic challenge. Oh, challenge complete. We've done it. Can you open Preds back up? I was in a game. No, it's too late. You missed your chance. You missed your chance. Dude, they have one. They also can't. If they lose one fight, it's Jover for them, and they have to play into like an upcoming Terror Surge fucking overclock. And they have. I mean, they have a dead eye. Oh, don't all die to Chronic. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's done it. Chronic hits too. Dude, Chronic is so fucking good on Sojourn. He's so good at hit scan in general. Who we hating here? There's no one to hate. Both these teams are good. I have no hate for either of these rosters. I think it would be cool if Nightmare wins. I think it would be cool. I think I'd be fine with Geekay winning. Nightmare would be like a larger success because it's kind of a homegrown organization. Geekay kind of like a just like an oil baron org. I think it's also Geekay is like an electronics store in like the Middle East.
I'm just waiting to see what kind of value we get out of.
I hate the little guy on the right side of the screen. Who said that? Little guy? Maybe you're not talking to me. I'm pretty big within your perspective. Look at this. Look how much of the camera I take up. You think this is what a little guy looks like? You think a little guy takes up this much space of the camera, huh? What if the co-stream was just like this and I'm just here the whole time? It's like, oh shit, this is a really good match, guys. This is a really good match. I can't wait to watch.
onto the Freya. It's
You know, like I said, I'm not hating either of these teams. Not hating either of these teams here.
shut down the Freya.
Okay, there's a Lifeweaver, of course. Geekay, they do love playing that, but they're gonna find Chronic early off the Winston dive, really good.
Okay, Chronic and Lep
Lethal.
just-
Lep goes down too, very big. The dive, pretty strong so far.
This is
Your forehead's extra shiny today, boss. Thank you, thank you. I made sure to work on that.
out this backline.
Made sure to work on that.
Perfect stage for it in City Center.
Well, Cowboys pretty
The Lifeweaver on City Center is kind of a fun one, for sure.
Cover's not on the hazard. You would have expected
This is funnier at 160p.
Nightmare now, so they see
Please back away from me or I will hit you with another lawsuit. You won't be hitting anything, okay? Because look how much perspective I am in this camera. I'm larger than you. I'd swallow you up in an instant. Like a whale. Like a blue whale. I'd come up from below,
Stuck with one take aim, but there's
and that's me. Then you're eating.
any additional supplemental shots.
That's what I would do to you.
Manuel Hackles
Ooh,
quite
good find.
lethal, and my own end up taking it down. One of the hard carries of Nightmare already. And
Get another pick. Okay, this is looking a lot better. Maybe they're more of a Lifeweaver type of team.
killable sometimes.
Did you hear Milanren is on the best Chinese Marvel Rivals team? I did not know that. That is funny, though. That is quite funny. Virtus Pro also did not make land in China, which is kind of crazy. It has, like, Nevix and Sparker and all of them, and they, like, literally were rolling Europe for the longest time.
so many heroes specifically to be able to do that. Cover's gonna struggle on the win.
Is Geekay just a Lifeweaver team? Is Geekay just actually a life? Are they just a Lifeweaver team? I'm ending the large perspective of Ass bit, by the way. I'm ending the bit. I'm closing the bit off. Bit submissions are done.
Wait, we're calling it the Beaver Comp now because of the tree? Like that.
Bat Weaver.
Jack thinking it's called Beaver because it has a tree.
Wait, that does a double meaning. Oh, the tree.
Oh, Kuffa gets caught by a... Dude, they just fucked Kuffa.
Instantly. On that rush.
They fucked Kuffa. Like, the tree blocked Kuffa in and also didn't keep him alive long enough, or they just solo rushed him.
Ultraviolet, although saying that, sorry, it was on the low ground.
What team is Mr. Logic's on? He's on no team, unfortunately. He's on team unemployed.
Still, though, the Geekay are controlling the point. And
I think Kuffa gets Primal here. This is like gonna be a fat fucking stagger until 99 or stall till 99.
It might not matter. This unkillable backline
Wait a minute.
refuses to die.
Wait, they can't get him.
And it's very hard for Kuffa to die.
Wait, they can't kill anyone.
They're available. Then Kuffa's gonna pop up.
They solo cage Kuffa?
Caged up. It's a bit of a
What the
problem.
fuck?
Safe at the moment.
Dude, this is so bad for Nightmare. Dude, Geekay might actually just be the Weaver team.
Alright, well, there's gonna
They might be the Weaver
assist
team.
For Nightmare, but the focus fire on Painkiller is going to be good, and EMP as well. Just rock the systems of Rocket and Painkiller. Mo now last player alive. He's got that.
Logix is employed as a sex worker. Fucking your mother. Okay, mods.
Yeah, can't stay around for long.
Mods, send him to the red light district and turn him into a light. Turn him into a red light.
Sound barrier. He hasn't had the beat just yet. Would've been nice
Send him
to
there.
play through. Certainly won't have it in time to do anything about the EMP, which already came in the previous fight. 99 set up for GK.
Geekay fans everywhere saying Beaver out for Weaver. Isn't Geekay like a Middle Eastern electronics store, by the way? Isn't this what's like fun? Isn't this like the parent company of this org? It's like a Middle Eastern electronics store? Yeah, okay. Okay. They have saved UV with the government bailout.
Easy. So the government bailout of the banks.
What the fuck? Oh, Jack steals my joke.
Ends up getting taken down by Mo. Now Chronic trying to be the difference.
Really good peel there, though, from Admiral and UV to save the lamp. Like, their backline is actually so fucking hard to kill sometimes. And because their cleansing effects isn't the cool... Aren't they a live patch, so they're getting the decreased Weaver cooldown? They're getting the decreased, like, Weaver cooldown there, too. Because they're,
Even adding the damage in there with the thorn
they cleanse, like, some of the bolts, I believe.
Really for Nightmare, I think they were a little
I'm adding Jack. Let's see if he's here. At Jaws cast. He's not here. He's not here.
Being dropped in. Kuffa's just living, but we are going to ruins, or not ruins rather, onto university.
Did you ever pick the... Did he pick the cleanse perk? I thought, Oh, are bolts not considered a cleanse? Are bolts not considered a cleanse for the Weaver thing? But I thought, like, it's not a perk. I thought it was just like a passive now. I thought the change to the Weaver was just a passive, not a perk.
My issue is into the Beaver comp. I think you need more flanking. I think you might want to look.
It's a perk. Oh, my bad. I thought they added it as a passive and then they had the perk separate. Because I knew they had the cleanse as a perk. I just thought they added, like, they also added it as a passive to, like, decrease the cooldown further. But it's only for the cleanse itself perk. And it reduced the cooldown. Okay. My bad. Guy that has never played a single bit of Lifeweaver.
Hard for Nightmare to wrap into that small corridor as well. That is a lot of extra supplemental.
I was very sad to find out Jaws was married.
When they are hacked.
to not you.
Healing output is a little
Why would you think Jaws was married? What did Jaws and I give off to think that him and I were married?
Mauga, just the Mauga versus, sorry, not the Mauga, the Ram versus the Orisa front lines. They're just
What vibe did we give off there?
waiting for the DPS to do something.
Both white. Okay.
Tell you what, it's not as silly as Ram versus Ram mirrors where they're just both holding hands.
Yeah, just punching each other. Yeah.
Maybe Geekay are just. I mean, to be fair, they don't Weaver here. The Sombra's definitely working out a lot better for them now.
That's my favorite
Nice late
part
kill
about
there.
You seem lonely without
This is
him.
what you expect. Lethal. This is why he chooses the cast, right? He understands that PK's best hero is going to be the Orisa. It's going to be a lot of Nightmare Orisa today, which means
Gay white suburban couple.
massive value on the Cassidy. Most fights.
Okay. Who do you think if we were a gay couple? Who do you think would be the decorator in the apartment? There's a very easy answer, by the way. If you get it wrong, you know nothing.
Up here already. Look at how much damage Ultraviolet has done. He's already got the window. They're using the high noon. Not letting
Everyone that's saying Jaws is like 100% wrong. Jaws has never done anything like that in his life. You want to talk about the laziest motherfucker ever? Definitely not Jaws.
Still in line of sight, deflecting away. PK spinning. Window.
Oh, okay.
Lucamino
Great fucking vortex there.
Window. Cuppa landed that directly on his head. That vortex, nice stuff there from Cuppa. Who says
The Kadinsky from years ago indicates you would do it exactly. And also, I did the interior design for all my other departments. Jaws, it's always been his wife doing it. It's never been him. It's always been his wife.
How has Nightmare read this one? Do they believe that my Moon has
He's never had a decor in his life.
Moon has EMP. Lep might want to hold this, but we're also looking for entry.
he's dead.
There it is. We have entry.
All right,
His background looks better than yours? Yeah, his wife made it, bro. His wife got the shelving. He just got the items to put on the shelving. She set up the fucking spatial, configuration.
Should be a fairly easy flip there for Nightmare, but still 81%. And look at
How is Jaws canonically straighter than you? What do you mean straight? I mean canonically straighter. What does that mean? I mean, sexuality is a spectrum here, but like, how is he any more straight than I? How is he more straight than me, huh? Doesn't make any sense.
And of course, for Nightmare, we ask the question: what is the entry game plan here? Chronic Go Kill is the card that they can still.
I need a wife. So true, Mel. So true.
on to Painkiller.
Oh, Painkiller's getting kind of fucky. They're fucking his ass. Okay, they have dropped a one-man EMP on Rocket, which I guess delayed the blade. I mean, sure. They still beat it, but I guess they got the terror. Oh, I guess they got the terror surge out. I mean, it's I mean, a beat EMP to win the fight, and they have to couldn't have to run to get touched. So your mods are murderers, by the way. I only employ very efficient killers as my moderators, so that makes sense. I employ some of the most sick, twisted minds you'd ever meet. UV's already dead. They just fucking went through the window, didn't they, with the rush? Is Kava guy here? Oh, hey, bye everyone. Have a great day, Avast. Okay, bye-bye, Kava guy. There goes Kava guy. There goes our guy, our Kava guy.
Nightmare, they're at 54%. They just need to hold on. My moan down. Let gets revenge. As Geekay.
Okay, Geekay, don't throw away the lead challenge. Geekay, don't throw away the lead challenge because you're gonna have Annihilation and you're gonna have Deadeye. Life will be chill as fuck if you just get that. Because you could just like, oh, I guess Chronic could like poo-poo on you here. I mean, this is a situation where you try to like isolate Chronic or Luke Mino potentially. Maybe like take the high ground. Okay. Oh my, wait, lethal? What the fuck? What was it off the vortex and speed? It must have been.
My word, how does that happen? Just triple taps the backline and that's it. That's map. Geekay off the back of lethal.
Where's Java guy to get the cold brews? Okay, well, lethal just kills 3 people there. The game before this was a banger. Yeah, I was watching it because I was like I said, I was here on the meeting. I was on a meeting talking. Second monitor. Overwatch Esports. Third monitor. Don't have it. Phone. Texting. And then I had to go. And then I went to go shower and I was watching on my phone while I was getting ready. Is this NA Grand Finals? No, this is lower finals. This is lower finals. Then we have Grand Finals after this, which is going to be Liquid versus whoever wins this.
Maybe Lethal using Deadeye to enter.
Who decorates Avril's apartment? I think that might be Avril. Avril also lives in a house with like 4 other people, I believe, or it's at least like a 3-bedroom apartment. So with 2 other people or something. So it could be one of them.
Because we even saw that Winston on that second round in City Center, backed by the Life Weaver.
Could be one of those. What are your thoughts on this one?
Okay.
Oh, we just.
Well, this is the last fight, but
It is the last fight, yeah.
unfortunately we didn't get the POV part of like how
No,
he
you
those
don't.
2 shots earlier on the 2 supports.
This is I don't think this email I don't think this emote is I don't know if that's necessary. That's a slam dunk.
It's a weird one. I'm just impressed by that second round win because I didn't.
Is that a slam dunk?
Come through at all in any of
Plus 200.
Tough got it done.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we could change the name. We get so much use. You think so? We get so much use. We get so much use out of this one.
And the BAP.
It's so good.
Okay. Look, Geekay have been undefeated all season. Only lost 4.
Not as good as $23.99 hot dog toaster. No, it might be better than that. $23.99 hot dog toaster is one of the dumbest emotes we've added. This emote is versatile. Okay, fine. Fine. There you go. There you go.
Soy Boys Pod Super Gok Glizzy Overdrive Germa Yoinky Spider Birthday Kurt 69.
Incredible. Incredible resub there, Cameron. Thank you, Cameron, for the tier 1.
In the finals,
Gaslighting complete.
Composition, I don't think would work again on City Center or Oasis or another control map. The reason why is because of Infected's ball. This is a situation where specifically
You guys won't be able to gaslight me.
He's not going to bring out the ball.
I'll have you know that I've never been able to be gaslit ever. Because you know why? I'm clean energy over here. Clean green energy. No gas. No gas, all heat. Understand that? They call me a thermonuclear event. Or sorry. I think it would just be a So what is it? What's that? A geothermal? Geothermal vent? Geothermal vent? No gas, all breaks? No. No. That's because you're too smart, boss. We never managed to gaslight you. Thank you. Finally. Finally someone that agrees with everything I say and knows that I could never be manipulated. Because if you agree with me, I know that we're both right.
Don't want to play against Life with BAP. BAP has been the ban to go for, but like you said, maybe it does hinder you a little.
Make sure that guy gets paid. We're operating off an esports organization model where like we're gonna pay people if we feel like it, and we're also gonna overpromise payments and then not deliver on 90+% of those. We're more of an esports org model of paying paid chatters. We're going to more of a thrall model, psychic dominion over those that chat, and that way we're part of a collective hive mind, the Uber brain, you know, the Elder brain. I've been playing some Baldur's Gate 3 recently. I finally beat Act 2, so I kind of can talk about that now.
I don't think the Zarya is going to come through because Zarya would probably only be played.
Are we still on the thrall thing?
Targeting PK here is pretty
That's not. We're not on anything. Okay, we're not on anything. I'm letting you know about my incoming psychic dominion.
You want to run the BAP yourself because BAP is really strong on this map.
Did you bang Karlak? No. What happened is I am a dwarf paladin. I'm a lady dwarf paladin called Fortua, and I was going for Shadowheart, but then we did the Char like dungeon quest line, and since we had +4, it was me, my girlfriend, and my 2 friends playing. We had 4 people, so we never included Shadowheart. So then we finished the quest line, and Shadowheart comes out, and is like, "Fuck you," and then leaves. So she's gone from the game forever. So that's off the table. So that's off the table. I didn't know that was a thing. It's my first time playing it. So
very interesting.
That's off the table now.
Let's have a look at the back line for Geekay though. Okay, they're still running with the Life Weaver. They're going with the
Didn't know that could happen. Didn't know that could be a thing. Did you fuck the bear? No, I've decided since I've scared away the one original romance option I was kind of fun, thought was fun. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. I'm going celibate mode. I'm gonna be a voluntary celibate instead. Hello, Soccer Mom 12. Hope you had a good day at soccer practice. Hope the kids had a great game. Dropped off the orange slices in the Gatorade. Okay, so they're playing Juno on. What the fuck? They're playing Juno Ana here because the BAP is banned on like a Mauga comp for Nightmare here, and Geekay banned Orisa. This is like actually that's a really smart secondary ban, by the way, in my opinion. Because yes, They don't have BAP Weaver for Geekay, but also I think not having BAP makes like some of those comps a lot bit harder. And if you get rid of the Orisa, it forces you into like a Ram or a Hazard mirror. I actually think Nightmare might have fucked themselves with that BAP ban. Jahira will be mine. Is it, chat? Can you romance Jahira? My friend wants to romance Jahira. Is that possible? Anyone know any knowers?
Because this is still a really good map for the Alari. Usually gets the BAP Alari.
Lethal going crazy? Yeah, Lethal's been really good. He also fucking like popped the fuck off at the end of that map, so.
As I mentioned, Lucio Kiriko probably would have been my read on this, and most teams are playing Lucio Kiriko.
This is like actually like the thing is they're gonna have to use the Juno speed rings to try to like set up an initiation here, but Lethal is just like using these pedals over and over and over again to make their life like a living hell right now. And they're gonna like this is a tough comp to play into for them because they don't have like a very consistent initiation. They might need to play like Sim. I'm not gonna lie, they might need to play like Sim potentially, but also it's not necessarily easy because both their supports are relatively findable. Okay, what the hell's happening here? Nice, they play the dude. This is such good rotation. The rotation is actually so fucking good here. We're gonna downpour as well to maybe kill Painkiller. They are pounding his ass. Me on Freya. Dude, this is so good from Geekay. The split is actually really, really good here. And having the Alari play like sort of a bunker style with the Hazard when possible. And then you can just like pull out the Alari when you go for these. When you slip in the Alari. I'm trying to emo bait. Sorry, I'm trying to emo bait. I think they're finally gonna turn this of this fight, but they had to use Ray. That may look a lot. I mean this comp. I understand their objective here, especially with the map ban, but I feel like Geekay did a really smart job with like how they held here. It's a bit like they all actually. I think banning BAP made their life almost harder because Alari is actually so good on this map. Take this emo. Oh, get rid of the random character ones with like the green figure on the fingers. Yeah, because they can still fight the corner here too with the tree. The problem is that they don't have like an amazing defensive ult for the blade, but they are like relatively tanky and they have hacks, so they could maybe still mitigate that. Oh, rocket peaked and nearly died.
Just a little bit on the shield. That was about it. Annihilation pop from Painkiller. Getting a lot of damage, but quickly though.
Okay, good grip. They're I mean, completely wasted. Nothing. Literally nothing. Well, okay, Lethal took 2 slashes and died, so that's kind of a beefing 10. That's a little bit of a beefing 10 there, I'm not gonna lie. I refreshed and I was like 30 seconds behind. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Nice little smack to the gob there as Abril falls. That nano boost on Painkiller is going to secure them point.
Pentagonal head. Who has a pentagonal head? Me? What's the reason for Lightweaver Alari? BAP is banned. And they're swapping now. But it was pretty good for the first hold because they were playing like really aggressive off angles and they're having the Alari like bunker up with like Kuffa and then just get like gripped away. I think this is probably where they may make the swap, knowing that it's a bit harder to get like max value on these corners with the Alari and such. And also if they're playing this like very kind of like aggressive style, getting the Sojourn makes a lot of sense. And they have a Ray. Dude, Ray is such a fucking dumb ult. It's so good. It's such a like good, like universally good ult. Is the Freya also good in pro? I would not know because I am at quick play wood -3 and they keep making me against silver. Yes, Freya is very good in pro play, essentially. Right, on maps like Circuit Royale right now, we have like really big sight lines. Sometimes people play like Sojourn or Cassidy, but Freya is also like played like almost everywhere else. So, and can also be played here if teams choose it. She's like kind of insanely strong. Okay, get solo EMP'd Rocket. I mean, they get 2. They get to recontest here because Kuffa's alive. Isn't the only reason she was played for Immortality versus Freya, which is not something BAP can replace? But isn't the BAP only good against the Freya? No, BAP is really good in general. BAP is like very strong. But yes, he is good against Freya, but BAP is also just insanely good at like very good players on BAP. Because no other character has like a lamp. Window is like a universally pretty decent ult. You have ridiculous amount of healing, you have a lot of mobility. You can do decent damage. Like, it's really just the amount of healing and the lamp. It gives you like an incredible amount of value that no one else can replicate.
costs you a little bit here, and also staggers Painkiller a little bit, allows in GK to push on forward.
Is Sigma bad now? No, Sigma's not bad. Teams in Korea were playing Sigma. It just depends on the team. Some teams prefer to play not Sigma, and some teams prefer to play Sigma. It also depends on the bans. Like, this is a situation where I think either teams could get away with playing Sigma. Like, they could, like, both these teams could just play Sigma. I think it's just a stylistic choice not to.
An emergency nano applied to Painkiller. Okay, it might not be too bad as Lethal does end up going down.
Okay, so they downpour. Did they hit the backline? I think they missed. I think fucking Kava just missed.
Can you get rid of the gameplay and just show the timer?
Yeah. I'll just show the timer. No worries. No worries about that. Mia, I just scored 5. Thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, I'll just put the timer up, guys. I know we don't actually want to see this gameplay. We're more interested in just watching the time tick down. We want to replicate, like, Doom scrolling. Okay, Rocket died to the Allspark. Rocket fucking died to the Allspark, and now they have to touch with no Genji.
They have to touch, though. That's the problem. The payload is really far up. They have orbital ray, but where's going to come from?
Oh, Kava's got to live. Okay, nice. The Ray is so far away. This is big. This is big for Geekay. Because now they'll get Ray's done. They can just cycle contest, and they're close to EMP. Only way Nightmare wins this is if they get a pick. And that's the best pick they could have gotten. That's literally the best pick they could have gotten. Now they don't even have to worry about, like, now they don't have to worry about any of the damage or the EMP. They can make so much space here. They just need to kill one. Wait. All they do is get one more? All they had to get was one more? Nightmare? Oh, beefy. A little beef there. And they wasted the TP. It's fine, though. Little rush. Admiral Solo. Admiral Solo. Oh, there's so many fucking feeds here from Nightmare. I'm not going to lie. Or not for Nightmare, rather for Geekay. Geekay fucking fed like 2 picks they should not have lost. Part of it is because they had to deal with the Annihilation, but like they really should have lost those picks. When they do the next Sombra rework, the Allspark should turn enemies into cubes so their hitboxes become bigger. It's like that one like card in Fragpunk where it gives you the big head like Turok. You roll. Has anyone even played Fragpunk? I don't even know. Haven't played it, but I know about the card system for it.
You could see a situation where 3 ultimates about to come online. A big beat for Admiral could have also been.
Chat, I am in England. Okay, this is a perfect opportunity. This is a perfect opportunity. Now we can build the seawall. Now the device is there, let's build the seawall. The plans to go. Build the seawall. Enclose England. Cut off England. It's time to cut off Britain. Oh, what the fuck? Why is Lucamino so deep? Okay, Lucamino's dead.
Finds himself on that mini, but that was the only sustain he had there as Cuffer just tears him in half with the Mantis Blade.
Jojo Seawall.
Now GK forcing this one to the final fight. 30 seconds remaining. Double traces on board.
30 seconds into a double support ult situation with Downpour. As long as Lethal doesn't feed, that's just something that can't happen. Oh my god. Dude, the Geekay feeds here have been pretty brutal. I am in Spain. I can help build the wall. It's time to build the wall, but the wall that we all want, the wall around England. I want a big concrete wall. Rocket's dead. Chronic has full charge, maybe to get a pick. Doesn't hit it. Oh, where's the peels? Okay, there's the peel. It's over. That's old. Why don't we sink England? I guess here's the question. For the geologists in chat, can you sink a continent? Can you sink a large landmass? Do you have to like blow a giant hole on like the crust beneath it and have it sink into like the mantle? Like, can you like, would you put enough explosives around like could you put enough explosives like under like England, for example, and it would explode and like sink into the mantle? Would that be possible?
Not BAP, but the Lari combination, while not as strong as Life with BAP,
like, I just want to know, like, could you theoretically like blast a big enough gap to where like the crust and the mantle, like, it kind of just sinks in, like when you drop something in a vat of oil?
Turn things around that they can play their 5v4. GK never backed out, never gave up space.
Depends on the compression factor of the soil. I'd rather you didn't. Well, I'm just asking questions here.
They had plenty of backup space because they didn't even get to the hairpin. They were mostly playing first corner, if you remember.
Should we warn Josh that the Avast is going to sink his home? No. We can actually sink an entire geologist here. We can actually sink an entire continent. The method for this is placing your mom on the continent. Okay.
See if it's enough now, because Does GK even bother running a Life Weaver on attack? I think it's better defensive comp than offensive comp, although on
It's just that's not educational.
Not entirely sure.
That's not educational at all.
Juno on a composition, but
That's not educational. Okay, I'm asking for real answers here. Imagine I show up to like college and the professor's just like, okay, so like the reason this works because your mom's so fat, huh? That's what you just did to me. You essentially just I reached out for genuine academic expertise, and the geology community has spat in my face. This is why I don't. This is why from now on, I'm not believing in earthquakes. We don't need geologists. I'm defunding it. Let's defund geologists next.
You're probably not killing the person that's naded, at least not in the front line. So.
Have we said anything incorrect? Are you a geologist?
Yikes.
Why are you putting yourself the we in that one?
Chronic. Ultraviolet slipping on it a bit there. Gets insta railgun and headshot follow up.
All right, first fight donezo. Oh, Lucamino dies. Wait a minute. Maybe a chance. Since Admiral, that's actually really big here because Lucamino's going to be coming back from spawn, so they can, if they're fast, they can maybe get around the corner.
Especially on Ana, there is just going to be a slowdown unless Left goes back to spawn to taxi. Well, you have to use a speed ring for it.
As a member of the geologist community, I can say we were correct. Okay, if you're a geologist, name every rock. Name every rock. If you're a geologist.
Very easy corner to
Oh,
push into as
fine to
well.
get on Chronic. And they're going to be able to get both DPS. Oh, that's so fucking big.
Dash out for Rocket, deflect
Me
himself.
looking at a
The Mime
tectonic
actually
plate.
coming in full force. We spoke,
Igneous.
to Mime before.
Dwayne Johnson. Okay, that's 2 rocks.
After Zera's departure, and he said it's
Kava Guy's Kidney Stone. That's 3 rocks. I wouldn't classify it as a separate type of rock. That's just a kidney stone, but, you know, one of those.
The China land, but you can see how well he's meshed with the team already.
My mother.
Perfect level of, like, knowing
You
how
know
to
who's
be
a sick rock?
the support
My
team to
mom.
bail him out. Rocket,
Muscle Man, if he was a
little bit of a tough
if he was a crystal enthusiast.
Speaking of supports, right? Now the backline under pressure. My man ready to play into this. He could even just blame.
Okay, so the Ray here. Dude, this is a really good for Geekay because no one died to the Ray and they can just drop a late beat.
So aggro, though. I mean, it's going to keep Painkiller alive on the point, but for how much longer? Lucamino on
Waiting.
a beautiful angle on the
Oh, gets it.
come out to try and secure. Don't know who shot the deflects, but
One's gonna hide.
about that. Left ends up going down. He gets a reset to get out of there, and here
Wait,
comes the
Admiral.
sound barrier.
Admiral, what the fuck, bro? Oh, lives.
On Painkiller. It looks good.
Painkiller could pop. Okay, everyone lives. Kava gets 2. Okay, nice. They win the fight. This is a really good fight from Nightmare because they split for so long, but Geekay just like, I think this is one of the benefits of the hazard. If you can set up the hazard properly, you definitely can just eliminate the backline into this comp.
There you go. He ends up getting taken out, and that should be
As a theoretical geologist, all rocks can be classified as igneous rocks and non-igneous rocks. Is this true? Geologist in chat.
Will be the Lucio, you'd imagine. So,
Geologist in chat, is this true?
You can have some argument
Yeah,
for
of course. Okay.
sightlines, given the
At Rock,
difficulty of
At Rock, is this true?
Although we still did see
Cavemen, if they had access to AI.
The backline of Nightmare. I say first, but it was GK's first kill.
Agrarian intelligence,
Double OCs available as well.
or maybe I don't know. I'm thinking of another. What's another period with an A? What's another time period with an A? I'm thinking like Paleolithic,
beautiful blade.
something like that.
Oh, goodness. Not even a blade, sorry. It was just some reset dashes there. Rocket
A long
pushes
time
in.
ago. Jurassic, no, with an A. Like it starts with an A. Surely there's one.
Army.
August. Okay, you know what? You guys are no help.
The ults as well.
This is why I've got to talk to Chat GPT to tell me everything. Because this chat, my Chat GPT, is not telling me shit.
This map, just given the verticality,
It's Chat PPP. Okay, PP poo poo chat.
got the better of
You guys are not telling me anything.
one final contestant here.
Nothing useful is being derived.
Force out ultimates from GK instead. Find the economic win.
Bro, my mode is kind of fucking pounding on the Genji.
It just feels, the game
Like, he's falling up on, like, every bit of damage there.
He's taking down Rocket. That's
He's got Lucamino, too. Dude, my mode!
onto Lucamino is a couple of resets for Mimone. Will do the rest.
At least we use less energy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would imagine like several hundred people combined over their lifetime probably uses. Well, I guess if we're talking about the totality of all like chatbot stuff, probably. I guess they'd probably use less. I'm not sure though.
The beat for that, but look how close you are to capping. This is why I said A was going to be the linchpin for the map.
Type of rock is my own. A Blarney stone, right? Wait, are they Irish? Or are they Welsh? They're Welsh. Fuck. A sheep stone. I don't know. I don't know any more stones from from Wales. I don't know any stones from Wales.
Beat Blade and yeah, save the dash, reset until the very
Ooh.
end.
Dude, my mode is cooking. He didn't get that many kills with the blade, but he did do a lot of fucking damage. And he's hitting every shot.
Chronic kill. As now Rocket,
Dude, look at him go.
play alive near on that miniature health pack, and Avril, that might just be it. As a late
Look at this dude fucking go.
But Lucamino and Painkiller only ones that stand now for Nightmare on that.
It's a regular stone, but it's spelled with 30 letters.
I'm gonna put this one in. Well, he can touch.
That's that. Okay. 2-0. They might just roll Nightmare here 3-0, honestly. It looks like. It looks like they might just throw fucking, just roll Nightmare. I told you, everyone, listen, people were doubting me. They doubted me. They doubted me about Nightmare. Well, specifically Johnny did on Plat Chat. I just think Geekay is a way better team than them. Nightmare are good, though.
So it's a tough look now, and Nightmare, it's an interesting choice for them to choose.
I found one, the Archeon era. That's when the Earth was basically just water, okay? At Rock is, now we can complete the bit. At Rock, is this true? Cavemen using AI, Archeon intelligence. That's really good. I think that worked really well. I think that worked really well. That sounds really good now that we completed the bit. That definitely is a great, that's a great joke. That's a really good joke.
But then you do go to this map, you ban
God, fuck off.
Still comes through, you struggle on that A point. You're playing Juno Ana, which I think
minus 20 million?
particularly good in this current man. I think Lucio Kiriko off the
Too confused. Minus 2. Oh shit. I didn't even see that kill. Worth the 5-minute setup? I think it was. I think it was worth it. Listen, I'm using you guys as essentially my soundboard for my official stand-up career. I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of like workshopping all my bits here.
The way of GK and the rest of B and C.
You're bald.
For this team, which is why it really felt like
okay.
If you're not going to push into OT and
good comment. Good comment.
Don't win on A, at least push into OT. If that doesn't happen,
what is this minus plus malarkey? It's a way to say that you agree with a joke or disagree, essentially. If you were to give me a +2, that would be you saying that, oh, that was a good joke. If you were to give me a -2, you would just say that was a bad joke. Does he know? Does he know? Is he aware?
Losing around to Nightmare, not quite the same here. Nightmare end up picking Circuit Royale. They end up banning the Baptiste.
Since when did we explain our jokes in this community? I think we're trying to be more open. For Pride Month, we're trying to accept all, including I believe it's part of the LGBT+. There's the I, standing for idiots. So we're gonna include the LGBTI+ community. So we're bringing them all in. We're bringing them all in for Pride Month.
That's the thing. You have these very
I for ignorant.
Circuit Royale, Dorado, Kings Row.
-2 for homophobia? What are you talking about? What's homophobic about that?
There are these very strong.
What is homophobic about that? LGBT+, the plus is for +2.
You start winning maps against them, you know that these picks are going to come through.
Wait a minute.
I respect that Nightmare will take GK2.
I didn't know that.
Maps, but under their own terms, where they get the first ban. So I can see the play there.
They're cooking.
But now, unfortunately, if you don't win that one, you're down 0-2 in the hole. You'll now.
He's erasing intersex identities. No! No, I'm not. I'm adding a separate eye. This is 2 eyes. 2 eyes so I can see gay people's problems better, okay? 2 eyes so that we can see the problems that the gay community faces.
That's probably Rocket's best hero.
That's why we got 2 of them.
Just avoiding any sort of symmetric strikes, given that I think GK are maybe the only team.
We can go woke for woke. Fuck that. We can go they for them.
It depends. How scared are you of the Symmetra, and do you even think GK will play it?
GK ended up banning Ram in this map when they chose the series we were talking about a second ago. And
that's good. That's good.
Nightmare. So do you think it's going to be the same thing? Because like you said, Tracer.
The Genji ban kind of losses into Tracer, which I think again.
+3 riding has never been this fired.
I don't think he did perform particularly well on the Genji on Circuit Royale.
Mr. Vast is really embracing the gaming for woke title. I feel like I could take up the gaming for woke mantle. For sure. And I guess people are saying I'm already bald, but I'm not. I have hair. So I got luscious, beautiful hair underneath this headband and this headset.
Now I'm not enjoying the
gaming for ball.
You know, the value is going to be there. It is going to
hold the audio.
That's enough, but we're not seeing like you know, super god tier song.
Me when I lie? It's not lying. It's not lying.
Probably
not lying. No. You know what, mods? Take their hair.
Could be a winning play.
Take their hair. I want you to weave it into a beautiful tapestry.
I'm just taking a sneak
Take their hair and let's make it into a beautiful tapestry. I'll hang it into my room. I'll hang the beautiful chatter hair tapestry back there for the people that all
So that
commit
means-
slander against me.
You want to get rid of Lethal, who we actually saw on map 1 put into Painkiller. I believe Lethal was on cast all 3 rounds.
So we're gonna do New York City. Okay, I need. By the way, guys, I need slop.
A good one for, you know,
I need a little bit of slop. I've had a slop. I'm slop detoxing right now. I need a slop.
Painkiller wants to get back on a rest as soon as possible, which does mean that if you're on this map, there might not be a cast, but I'm gonna be looking at my moan. Does he pull through on the sim? That's a really good pick into the Arista specifically.
I mean, if we're in EU, then I'd be like, yeah, this is sim. This is a sim mirror for sure. But like you said, my moan being one of the only players really playing a lot of sim, especially in playoffs. Let's have a look. This pick also pretty viable too. I mean, we spoke about this on the last New Junk City. I think we casted.
Yeah.
About the venture.
But the problem is, I don't know if he has much to really counter the backline. I think you can, or Rogers in general, because if Painkiller gets a good spear off, it could be problematic. Now, the good news is, because there's no cast, that improves my moan's matchup. He has to be very good and solid in the backline. You can also pressure out Rocket, which is nice. Venture into Tracer, specifically in close range. It's kind of favored for the Venture. But it's Lep and Luke Mino that my moan has to focus on.
Very good into the BAP, like you were saying too. Like, popping down that lamp, it's not great when you just get instantly displaced out of it and then you're just dominated by the Venture. Quick wrap around here as Mimo not taking an off angle just yet. More happy to play in the front line, but Chronic full railgun charge to aim at W Mimo in there, but doesn't end up hitting it.
Just pop up.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Instant land.
Straight away.
Okay.
I've seen this match. Skip. No. Also, we're doing it again. Look at this.
Great for Nightmare's chances, although saying that, Chronic of course coming up with the goods.
Oh, whoa.
Takes down
He's done it again.
Violet, but now he's trying to back
What's a
as
slop?
fast as possible.
The
No
classic.
danger on the front line means
The classic,
less
buddy.
support for you if you get run at.
I'm gonna start getting like really into bartending tricks. I'm gonna start like taking like a Boston shaker and filling it with like Coke Zero and be like, and then like flipping it behind my head and shit, doing like behind the back, flip it behind, and then deal it out. You know, do one of those.
The difference in healing, where Admiral's getting more healing done on GK, whereas Luke Mino's getting more healing done on Nightmare.
I think we'll go hard as hell.
Yeah, a lot more to heal on the Orisa.
Avast, this is your grandmother. When are you gonna settle down and have some children? Well, I know it's not my grandmother because my grandmother is essentially deaf and barely knows how to work a phone. So I think you've outed yourself. You picked the wrong identity to try to steal.
Not mean anything really for Nightmare. It looks like.
Okay, what were the bans, by the way? So they banned Cass to prevent Lethal playing more Cass here, but they could obviously just play Sojourn. But that's still like decent for Chronic. And then they get rid of Kiriko, so they can't play the Lucio Kiriko. They have to play the BAP, which I think they feel more comfortable with UV on the BAP here.
And they'll do it without spending ultimate. That's the really important part of Geekay, because typically you would have expected.
Bro, they are. Geekay are actually like that loss. They're actually like angry. They're angry as fuck. They're like pounding on him.
Ultravide's gonna respect it.
Okay, Left's gonna about to beat. Oh, Rocket just fucking used rolled. I mean, Painkiller should just die here on point. This is rough. This is so rough for them here. I really like the Venture pick too. We talked about it before, but Venture's actually really good in this meta. Being able to like, especially on maps like this where you can like take an angle really aggressively and like force someone off the angle with the Venture is really strong.
2-for-1 double support ultimate for Lep, given that Luke Mino used earlier, but extra annihilation.
Back from a pizza run, how's the match going? It's, if you're a Geekay fan, then you're happy. If you're a Nightmare fan, you're very sad. If Venture is so good, why don't they get skins? Well, you know, that's a separate question. That's a question for a department that we don't handle this here. We don't handle this here. What if I'm a Wubhead? If you're a Wubhead, you should be happy that every day is a glorious day to worship Wub. To be a supporter of Wub Nation. Okay, Rocket's actually, he's finding some picks. They have no ults, so they're in a good spot here, especially down one. No heals, okay. Zero heals. Zero heals. What even is the meta? The meta right now is it kind of swaps, but you're typically playing like Tracer, Sojourn, Freya. There's a lot of cast too, and like you'll have like a Tracer plus a hit scan or a Freya, and then you also will have sometimes like what Geekay is playing, where you'll have like a hit scan plus a Genji or a Venture, depending on the map. There's a lot of Sim. Korea, there's a lot of Sim Torb even, and then you have like Lucio Bap, Lucio Kiriko. Sometimes on dive maps you'll have like Brig Ana, or even like Juno and things like that. And then for frontline you're playing like Orisa, Ram, fucking Mauga even, though that's not really that good. And then you have like some standard dive maps where you can still play like Winston, Diva, Ball. So it's pretty, it's kind of varied what heroes you're gonna pick, but the most common meta is what you're seeing in front of us right now, which is like Orisa, Ram with Sojourn, Tracer, or Freya, stuff like that, and like Lucio Bap. So that's kind of the meta. It's like this like very aggressive brawl meta. There's a lot of poke. Your Tracer, your DPS are pretty much looking for off angles to just find a flank. And you use like a lot of the cooldowns for the Orisa to kind of like mitigate the value of the map.
They do end up losing eventually, but they get it to OT.
But it is pretty meta dependent, region dependent, because NA doesn't like to play Sim. Korea loves to play Sim. EMEA loves to play Sim. Korea plays like a lot of Sim Torb, and even like they still play like Ball and shit, and that doesn't really happen that much in like NA in particular.
So reliable on that overclock, it's not enough. I was even going to comment on the previous fight.
So depending on the Costco shrimp tempura meta, I didn't know Costco shrimp. I didn't know there is Costco shrimp tempura shrimp. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to completely real with you here. I've also only been to a Costco twice in my life. I've been to a Costco like 2 or 3 times, like total in my whole life. Oh, Chronic's gonna die late. That's another 10%.
Not quite there. Chronic late death, which is essentially gonna force this one into the last fight now. Chronic, he survived. Maybe touch a little bit sooner.
Costco is so gas. I mean, it seems pretty gas. I've never been in a situation where I've been in a household with enough storage to warrant going to Costco and paying the membership fees and like going there to like buy in bulk. So
final fight here.
So we get to final fight. Geekay has beat. No other ult. So just beat for beat. We can go beat for beat. Oh, Painkiller's fucking dead. They just focus pain. Oh, that's a really good focus. They got a touch. Oh, well, doesn't matter. They're gonna get off point. So
they got nothing. It feels like they're out of this series already. Avro is 1 more point to go, and this will be.
Why don't the Torbs? Why don't the NA teams hire some good Sim Torb specialists like Fui 500 and Dyslexia?
I cast Overwatch to see the Ajaxes personally. We are not the same. I welcome them.
Costco's scary to me. I feel like a prey animal in there.
0-2. Nightmare.
You have like the 360 vision of a prey animal versus like the narrow vision of prey.
Like with BAP, I mean, it is a viable composition, just not Nightmare's style. A window to play through, but a lot more.
Yeah, my family's always been a Sam's Club family because they're just, you know, southern as fuck. So they went to Sam's Club before they went to Costco. So they've always been more of a Sam's Club family, which I think is relatively inferior to Costco. Okay, Yubi plays the off-angle window there and dies for it, but gets, I mean, they allowed them to get 1. We're Sam's Club's guys. Of course we have nothing good.
Tried to clutch it out, didn't end up working.
My mom's also a Sam's Club person. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not the same. After going to Costco, I feel like the vibe in Costco is a lot better. The vibe in Costco is it's a bit of a better vibe, but it's also a bit more cutthroat. Sam's Club is a little more like low-key chill. Okay, good rate sick from Rocket. Very good sick. But like Sam's Club, you're walking in, everyone's like, hey, how you doing? Like, let's go. We're having a chill time. Costco, we're like, there's fucking moms and dads hitting each other with carts. The aisles are fucking filled. The parking lot is a wasteland. Like everyone's fighting for the tiniest crumb of parking. But then it's all for like amazing deals and very nice service. But Sam's Club, it just lacks the aura and the fervor, you know, the zeitgeist. But it does have a much more relaxed vibe.
You want to play Painkiller's best hero. Now we're stuck into a rammer. You're playing GK's game. Full mirror composition.
Sam's Club is chill because no one goes there. There's a decent amount of people go to the Sam's Club in DFW and like Dallas.
Admiral's 88. doesn't have sound barrier. This is the
And you will catch the Prince family. You will catch the Prince family at a DFW Sam's Club. You will be catching them there. Okay, Admiral has a late beat. That's a really good beat from Admiral, too, to get it there. And they're pretty close to window. They're probably going to kill Luke Mino. If they kill Luke Mino, it's Jover. It's 3-0, bro. It's just done. This was like a fucking slap. A slap down. It wasn't even close. Like, it was actually just fucked. Like, there was almost nothing to even say. I feel like Nightmare had a pretty rough ban for Circuit. I don't think it was, like, the best ban ever. After that, though, I mean, they just, like... I mean, they just didn't ever win team fights. They just never got any picks. This is where you live. Sam's Club is bigger than Costco in the Midwest. Really? I would think Sam's Club would be bigger than Costco in the South. Yeah, this game's already over. They just got fucked. Fucking sucked. My point? You bet on Nightmare, not Geekay here? Come on. I bet for... Listen, I'm going to say I'm making up for yesterday. Yesterday I got owned. Today I did put the Geekay win. So I'm back. I'm now 1 for 2. If I get grand finals right, go 2 for 2 with the Fortnite card. 2 for 2 for the they them pronouns. Then I'm breaking even. It's Costco like Market Basket. What the fuck is Market Basket? What the hell is Market Basket? What is that?
Currently, have only lost one single series.
Market Basket owns? What is Market Basket?
We get there, we'll jump over to Zoe and the rest to join us for that grand finals. It's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere.
It's a grocery store in New England.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to the desk, Zoe.
Bro didn't hang out in Boston enough. I've been to Boston twice. I've been to Boston twice ever. So no.
This was a very different Geekay squad we saw today versus yesterday.
Market Basket is stupid New England dog shit.
Mention Mamon when it comes to superstars in the NA region.
What? I need to look what. I need to take a look at what Market Basket is here.
If you guys or maybe want to change any of yours,
I don't think we can.
Let's take a look.
into the mix there because like I said when we talked about the
I'm looking.
nominees, obviously like Mimo's played some of this Sombra as well, and it's been a game changer for this team. But I think you saw on Circuit Real as well, Mimone was just on fire.
Let's check the weekly digital flyer for Market Basket. Let's see what they got here. I also need. I mean, this is the weekly flyer, but where is the? Where is the? What is their? I need to find what they look like. Like, what's the inside of a store look like? Okay, here we go. We're getting some images. We're getting some images here. Take a look at the branding. Branding here. Well, why is this? Holy, my slopification of the internet. I'm looking for Market Basket, and then right next to this, AI-generated red shopping basket filled with orange. Fuck off. Seeing the inside of a Market Basket here. We're seeing the stores. It looks like this. Okay, this photo from Lowell, Massachusetts looks like it was taken in the 1960s. You could tell me this is like a 1960s grocery store.
Was just disgusting. From the control map that we had, where it was a double support pick out the gate towards that tail end.
Like, what the hell is going on here?
And then also just carrying over.
This is in Worcester, Massachusetts. Okay, this one looks a little bit more. This is on. This is Ralph's. No, this isn't Ralph. That's Ralph's. Ralph's is in LA. I recognize a Ralph's. They still make groceries the old-fashioned way. Let's check the flyers. Let's see what the prices are looking like here. $6 for a Spindrift, for 8 cans of Spindrift. Not too bad. That Johnny loves Spindrift, by the way. What is this? What? Shed's Country Crock Spread Bowl, 15 ounces calcium?
Especially after this match there as well, where maybe
but it just says calcium. 15 ounces calcium? Why does it say calcium? I don't know. What fresh dug steamer clams? Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go.
just to see what
Because
they can
calcium.
theoretically
Okay,
do
it's
about
fake
it.
butter. No, I know what it is. I'm just like, but why does it say?
I'm just saying, I'm just
just
putting that out
calcium?
there. It's in my conspiracy WhatsApp.
I'm
group,
starting the
so,
next pred.
You know, just keep that.
Next
in mind.
prediction, by the way.
My guys, put the tin
Start
foil
prediction.
that I have down.
Geekay versus Team
I don't think.
Liquid.
I don't think.
I'm starting the Gamba,
More information because of yesterday.
and there it is.
They
It's a new
downloaded
dawn.
them
It's a new
yesterday.
day. You know. Okay.
It's a new life, and now they're in the grand finals. We get to see the rematch.
Hello,
Hopefully,
Kat.
a different outcome this time around. Maybe Geekay back to their finals.
This is both
or,
regions, by the way. If this, so since both the upper finals for both EMEA and North America are just a rematch.
But also for $30,000.
It's just a rematch of the upper final, where it's just fucking Team Liquid Geekay again, and EMEA was Twisted Minds Alcadzia.
Get everyone ready and set up for our grand finals here in our stage 2.
What's up, Nate the Gratian?
I can't wait to get this one.
Kitty, I'm trying to work here. Can I work here, lady?
For a good one.
Am I allowed to? Is this allowed to work? Or are you just gonna get up on my desk? Look at you. Look at you. You're getting in the way.
Have you ever wondered, like, if you
Right there.
stacked a bunch of peanut butter jars on top
There
of
we
each
go.
other, how many it would take to reach Horizon
There
Lunar
you go.
Colony? 'Cause I
Can
think
you
about
put
that
on
a
BPL?
lot.
Is BPL on right now?
Probably too much.
Here's what we're gonna do.
But
We're gonna put on
what happens is that
Scrandle.
Season 17 is almost upon us, and it's all about
It
being
is?
even more custom.
Bad Patchy Mario League's on. Let's see where they're at.
Tools to elevate your game across.
Let me take a look at Bad Patchy Mario League.
Off, let's dive into what's coming for Quick Play and Ranked before jumping over to Stadium. A brand new map joins the Quick Play
Where is
and
it?
Ranked rotation as Morocco makes its debut.
Let's see what's happening here.
Alongside reworks to
Who are the teams that are going on for Season 7 right now?
Following the addition of Hero
Taking a look at the
Season
teams
17 brings
for Season
massive
7. We have, so there's,
empowering
I don't
you
know
to
what-
shape your matchups in the hope of securing your
are these the different leagues?
if King's
There's so many things that I don't even know. What is it? We got, what is this? Are these the leagues? Ash, Aspen, Birch, Balsa, and Cedar? They're all different woods.
On the cosmetics front, played
What am I-
in style with the introduction of Diva's
Go to
Mythic
Blind Music
or
Society.
Siphon the souls of your enemies with Reaper's mythic weapon. As for collabs,
Joshin's on that one.
I don't know
Joshin
what they are yet, but
on the Blind Music
that's
Society.
half the battle.
He's tree posting. Check my profile.
There's this little thing called Stadium. I may be biased, but we have some cool things coming your way and Overwatch's newest way to play. The studio
What should I be seeing here? We saw some casters for the Avast sub tournament, of course. We're seeing, of course, how could we forget Captain of Fadeless and Maldine Incorporated?
Connor, Dylan's gone. It's
Connor.
safe now. You can come out.
Oh, that's a different
Yeah,
guy.
it's totally safe.
20 years of experience.
Thanks, Reaper.
I want to say thank you for all the memories
Is this
over
what
the
it's
years.
like all the time?
I
Can you
started
see all
watching
this?
in 2019 when I was in high school and
Holy
just got
Olge.
accepted into my master's at Columbia.
Holy Olge. I can't believe it, but you're welcome. I'm glad you've tuned in. We're all so old now. We're all so fucking old now. But good, congrats on the Masters. Dude, we're all gonna go. Good night, advice. We're all gonna go back to school. We're all going back to school here, guys. You know what? AI is popping up. Economy's in the shitter. War's coming up. You know what we should do? We should all go back to school. Let's all go back to school at the same time. We don't need to work. Let's all just go back to school. My ass is going back to school. It's gonna be good.
The orbital bombardment build lets you rain chaos from the sky.
I can't go back. I can't go back. Where's my stream? Where's my stream for this, by the way? Here we go. Let's take a look at the BPL stream.
Otter's gonna be popping that window.
It's Chungus Fungus. Oh, my fucking ears. It's Chungus Fungus versus Seal the Deal. Currently. Let's see. Do I recognize? Okay, do I recognize some people here? Otters. Great is. Are these some good? These are some banger names. Who's the? Anyway, I feel like the favorite obviously is Chungus Fungus. Oh, you're right. I do have the OWCS audio on. Chungus Fungus is seeming like the favorite team here. Seal the Deal. I mean, a 1-4 record. Obviously, is someone that's looking in from the outside. Doesn't tell the whole story. Doesn't tell the whole story. I do see that Chronic's younger brother, Krotic,
Yeah, definitely. I think
Quote
the thing
retweet
to
Ick
watch out for, though, is this
has
orbital, especially-
is on Seal the
especially
Deal.
considering that, especially with the Bastion, just got
Looking at the comps, looking at the comps.
Overtime will be starting now,
I'm
though.
feeling pretty confident. There's a Bastion on the field here, which is quite interesting. I'm not gonna lie for Pingolex. But overall, looking at the comps, your Seal the Deals is a little bit more coherent. But maybe Chungus Fungus has a bit of a fragging advantage. They do have nano annihilation. It's going kind of dumb stupid with it. It's going dumb stupid with it. They see 9!
Oh my god. Not gonna be able to touch and seal the deal. We'll be able to
Wait.
get up the series once
Seal the deal. Despite being an underdog here, despite being a bit of an underdog here, seal the deal. Perhaps coming back. I can't believe it. Huge upsets already in BPL. My Preds.
That is
Hashtag chills. Hashtag chills in the chat. Very nice, dude. Look at these. Look at these logos. I'm a big fan of the logos. I'm a huge fan of the fucking logos here. What? STD? Look at the STD. STD. Hashtag spread the STD. Oh, okay. Very nice. We'll come back to BPL when they're off the break, perhaps. The Seal's about to do a mass layoff after a reorg. We'll come back to that when they're off break, maybe. We'll come back to that. Loving the dog profile picture too. We'll do some Scrandal for a bit. Can we watch Super go 0-7 in Sajam Slam and the Sajam Slam? How do you say his name? Is it Sajam? 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 Sajam Slam? Sajam? Let's take. We got a chorizo sandwich here from Atletico Bilbao versus the Northampton Town hot dog. Looks like vile fucking puke, Northampton. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like it was boiled and perhaps even bleached. I'll be taking the chorizo sandwich. Me personally. These are the two worst things? No, there's been much worse. Potato tornado from the Pohang Steelers. The potato tornado versus the chicken and halloumi souvlaki from Dulwich Hamlet. Personally, the potato tornado, very reasonable price. My Pohangs, but the chicken halloumi souvlaki would fulfill me. It would actually give me some nutrition, decent amount. I feel like it's not a terrible price. Give me the chicken. That I'm a little disappointed personally. I'm a little disappointed. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the potato twisties. I think they're kind of a pain in the ass to eat. Dulwich, my Ballich. Nairn County, Scotland at it again with the pie and a donut. Why is a pie and a donut? Is that like a savory meat pie? Is that a savory meat pie in between a donut, or is that a sweet pie? That better not be a meat pie in between a donut. Like, what are we doing here? Versus the barbecue chicken loaded fries for 10 pounds from Luton Town. What is this vertically gifted bagel? It's a donut with a pie in between. If this is a pot pie in between a donut, you can fuck off, even though the price is good. Give me the barbecue chicken loaded fries. Yeah, I mean, come on. Scotland and Norway, they've done it again. St. Albans City, the chicken tenders and chips. With some, looks to be like, I don't even know, with garlic and Parmesan sauce, sure. Versus the double bacon cheeseburger, £5.50 from Hertford Town. It is back bacon. That is ham, not bacon. It's like back bacon. In England, they love doing back bacon, man. It's not our good old traditional nice clean bacon. It's a fucking slab of meat. Which, to be fair, I like back bacon. I'll say it. I do like back bacon. I'm okay with it. I don't think it's the right type of bacon for a cheeseburger, a bacon burger, though. Me personally. It is a tough call. I would say for the price, I'm taking the double bacon cheeseburger. I'm not disappointed. That's a me making a call £5.50. I'm making the call. I lost. Curry goat and rice. Wait, actually goated from Luton Town again. £6.50. Jack Daniels pulled pork loaded fries. No shot. Curry goat. Oh, dude. Curry goat is so much better. Bro, curry goat is so much better than Jack Daniels pulled pork. I'm gonna say it. Curry goat is way better. Me personally. Okay, we have the sausage roll with the newspaper still attached. Sausage roll with newspaper still attached from York City. £3, or the roast potatoes with beef gravy. I mean, this is a definite winner. This is a definite winner. Actually based in food opinion. I have incredibly good food opinions all the time. My food opinions are second to none. Constantine Sapporo, Japan, takoyaki with a pint, £5. That's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. For the ham and cheese toasty, £10 with the cheesy fries. I don't even like takoyaki that much, but yeah, definitely that. Food Japan. I mean, the thing is, the value's better, and it just looks better. I'm not even a huge takoyaki guy, but I would definitely get it. Parmo in a bun. What is a parmo? What is a parmo? Just a chicken parm, like it's like a breaded fried chicken breast? Is that it? I'm assuming it's just like a chicken parm type of thing. It's a parmo. And then we have FC Twintham. Where? Let me check. Okay, Twintham. The gammon sandwich with original sauce. What is a gammon? Gammon sandwich? Me when I'm gammon? It's ham. It's from Zelda. The gammon dwarf. I mean, I'm gonna take the twin ham sandwich. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm staying with the Dutch on this one. I think the gammon sandwich looked better. It's true, chat. He has great food opinions. He agreed with mine, so it's good. Avast is Art's Thrall confirmed. That's true, though. Chips and sausage. £5 with curry sauce. The sausage looks okay. I'm not going to lie. It looks okay. Decent browning. Pork and stuffing bap. £5 of roast potatoes. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I would personally take. I'm taking the roast potatoes every time. Roast potatoes slap out of control. Prime and a hot dog from the Arsenal women's match. £11.20. Hot dog looks like shit. Prime is shit. Chorizo bap with fries actually looks pretty decent. The chorizo at least looks pretty good. The fries look fine. Bap looks okay. From Defensor Sporting in Uruguay. Give me that one. Give me that one. Easy bap gap. Easy bap gap. I got robbed a bit on this. I'm not going to lie. I got a little robbed on that one. I got a tad robbed, in my personal opinion. I don't think that the gammon sandwich should have lost. I would have eaten it. I would have eaten the gammon sandwich. 110%. Let's see what's going on BPL right now. Chungus Fungus and Seal the Deal are still playing. Chungus Gaming and Seal the Deal are still going. They're doing some crazy shit over there. Hashtag STD. Switch between the mainstream and up to 4-player POVs, or watch them all at once. Your hair makes it look like you have a fuck-ass man bun and are about to sip a matcha while telling me you're an ally and mansplaining female stereotypes in media. Parentheses derogatory. Or cast it to the big screen with Chromecast. I mean, I am. I do when I have the hairband on, it is giving them sort of a male manipulator vibe. I bring a sort of male manipulator vibe to the stream, to the co-stream, that people don't want to talk about it. I do a drink iced matchas performatively in the park while reading my feminist literature. She was ragging on Johnny a little bit too much. We just had to say, you know, just replace matcha with slop. I would drink a lot more matcha if it wasn't caffeinated, unfortunately, because I actually do like it, but I don't drink caffeine. You know, Zoe back in here. It'll be just the two of us as we go through this before entering into the grand finals, which both you and I are really excited to see because we get to see this revenge match from what we had yesterday. Isn't that right, Johnny? Dude, I swear to God, Rich Rad setup looks like they put him in a fucking insane asylum. I look at his setup on the left, and it literally looks like they put him in like the Valve-sponsored insane asylum. I really do think that yesterday
tried some stuff out, and that just means that they're so well prepared going into
The hairband makes you look that Live Forever Son blood bag guy. The bald dude that sprayed himself with spray paint in Mad Max.
I do think that there's a good chance for it, Rich.
We had some cinema
What are you talking about?
a little while ago, but you know what kind of cinema we're
Are you talking about Immortan Joe, the baddie?
Yes, we did have the option available
Like the Immortan Joe?
see what that verdict actually
What the hell are you talking about?
being able to announce it between these four that we had. I know you had went for Cuppa, I had went for Infected. We had Zoe for
The walls are like a video game with missing or placeholder textures. My life is like a video game. Trying hard to beat the state. Okay, so.
You had mentioned about the development coming through this
Sorry,
stage,
sorry.
the Freya being such a significant factor,
Sorry.
and then what we've already been able to
Sorry.
see in Nightmare.
I won't
Granted,
do
they're
it.
not the ones to move up into this grand finals, but someone we still
I hope you get shot. I don't think that's a reasonable response. Meet me in the park to drink matchas performatively and read feminist literature, and also mansplain to women. Meet me in the park and I'll explain it to you in a very like condescending fashion.
Was like, oh my god, this character's overpowered, and Chronic was the first go-to hit scam player. That
All the while, I'm still collecting coins. No, it's in my head. Ah, the voice is fuck. It's in my head.
to the point now where, like I said earlier,
We need to get it out. We need to get that shit out of there.
in the entire region. So I think
Chronic MVP.
of 2025
Agree or disagree?
going to be us thinking back about Chronic and the impact.
Are you saying that like
Freya, and so
you're thinking that Chronic is the MVP in NA simply because Nightmare doesn't do shit without Chronic?
grand finals. We actually have an amazing opportunity once again. We had it for EMEA. We get to have it for NA now. We get to talk to some coaches. We both have Wheats and Kasoris here with us. Where we
Wheats, my goat.
before going into the
Kasoras also. I mean, I like Kasoras, but Wheats is my goat. Look at him in his basement setup.
Cool, good.
I love Wheats in his fucking basement setup.
So again, we've got both of you. You know, Johnny, I know you said you had a couple of
I'm
questions.
gonna take a nap. Wake me up if the game is good, guys. Let's not wake him up. If the game's really good, let's not wake him up. Wouldn't that be funny? This guy.
Is it your birthday today?
It is my birthday, yes. I love nothing more.
Why? Where is the Mad Max portion of this coming in? You're talking about Brian Johnson, the guy that wants to live forever? This dude? The dude that like measures his erections versus his teenage son's erections? The guy that uses his son as a blood bag?
Nice of a birthday gift. Yeah, you know, I agree with that. I don't think that's maybe the first thing you think of, but okay. So Johnny,
You're the one who brought up Mad Max? Am I going crazy?
Well, I wanted to ask.
I'm scrolling up.
First of all, obviously, took a bit of a loss yesterday against Team Liquid. There were some.
I'm looking for it.
Deferred in the first those couple of maps. There, like, what really
Trying to
was
find
the
it.
game plan against Liquid?
Makes you like the okay. See, I did bring up Mad Max, but he said blood bag guy, and I thought he was talking about Mad Max. So I thought he was talking about Mad Max as a blood bag. But yes, this guy also uses his son as a blood bag. That is true. My routine. Let's see. Do you guys have any routines like this? Let's check his routine here.
So it's going to be Kasoris, and after what you played yesterday, you would put yourself into the grand finals, and now
Hi everybody, good morning. I just woke up. I'm pretty sleepy. Today I'm going to do the morning routine. I did my first one 2.5 years ago. Today I'm
How old is he? He's like 40 something, 45.
Since doing this 2.5 years ago, I've become the most measured person in history.
I don't care about this. I need to see what you're doing.
Braun thermal scan device.
He checks a body temperature.
Every day. I do this as a safety and efficacy check for various therapies we're doing. If I'm running hot, then we know it's an indicator of something. The temp this morning was 96.
Don't care. I mog your temperature.
At 12 inches. I turn this on, and I usually just enjoy thinking about the day for a minute.
He could do that. He could get the same amount of light exposure if he uses a streaming light like I do. Look at this. I could be Brian Johnson. I turned it off. 1 second.
Given that they've been so extremely good on that composition throughout the stage, you have something.
There we go. I'm exposing myself.
Geekay brings it out here today.
There it is. Now I have my Brian Johnson routine here.
We were ready yesterday too, and we actually overcame.
Okay, that's my first step to living to 120.
Minutes of exposure. I wake up normally when it's dark.
Jesus, you look 39 now.
So in place
Is that so?
I'll use this device. It helps.
Don't care about this. Iron, vitamin C. I eat a fruit. I eat some fruits. Have some meat.
My iron levels up.
It's quite easy. Wayne.
Every day.
Sure.
Fat. Light therapy. Blue light.
What do you mean light there? What more light? How much light does this guy need? Is he a plant? What the fuck? They're locking him into the device that Tom Cruise uses to talk to the entity in Mission Impossible.
Please, let's go downstairs. One thing I've added to the routine lately is I do a meditation before I start this portion of my morning routine, about 10 minutes or so, and I've really started to enjoy it. I've learned a few different meditation techniques, but yeah, I do this for about 10 minutes.
I meditate about how cool I am, so yeah, I do a similar session.
3 to 4 hours, it varies on a given day. Sometimes I go a little faster, sometimes I go a little slower. I always wake up naturally, so it's somewhere between 4:30 and 6 a.m. I wake up.
Does this guy have a electric... Does he have an electric heat plate on his gas stove? Do you guys see that? Is that an electric heat plate on his gas stove?
It's been phenomenal, so I can't wait to get into it.
Well, we can really start diving into
What the hell's happening there? What the hell is he doing? He's stacking? He's stacking? Also, you can tell he's rich. Look at that. Do you see that Aesop bottle?
Johnny, I think you and I both felt really good about their performance.
See the Aesop bottle there? That shit's like a $30 hand soap.
At the same time every single night. So sometimes I sleep through the entire night and I wake up earlier and I'm ready to go. Sometimes I wake up once and I have to go back to sleep, so that requires a bit more time. But I never set an alarm, I just wake up. Also, I'm being self-reflective on camera today. You know, I can imagine...
Why am I doing this? Don't care? What's your eye care?
I start for my dry eye. I'll do this for 30 seconds in the morning when I wake up, first thing. So basically I start here on the right hand side and I move to the left. So first thing is the eye, 30 seconds. And the first time you would do this, it's going to be the most intense, it's like an orgasmic sneeze. It's the most intense feeling you've ever had in your entire life around the sneeze. As you do it more, you become more accustomed to it.
What?
30 seconds.
What is this? Is this not just like a gua sha? Is this not just like a gua sha, essentially?
Okay, next is preparing the morning pills. Every 2 weeks.
Oh my god, dude. I have seen videos about how he takes like 800 pills. Look at these. Look at the amount of pills bro's taking.
Manual pills become my responsibility. So I pull out my pill tins, I'll take the new manual ones we're taking, and then when the 2 week time frame comes, about a week left.
Nose gooning.
How much did I have this?
Like, look at this.
So that it's quick.
Wait, what? What does this mean?
Upon waking pills. Okay, now I have all these pills ready. I'll do the green giant. Talmadge and I have this pre-mixed so that it's
Oh,
quick.
Talmadge is his son. I guess.
Here, we have very little room.
Like, it's not made of his son. This just means Talmadge is his son mixed it, I believe.
Part of that.
I'm not gonna watch the full video because I don't care that much. Okay, I'm skipping
I
around.
started losing my hair.
More light? More light? He's not human. He's kelp. He's had 3 different types of light exposure. He's had more light than he's kelp, bro. He's literally an undersea plant. Okay, Kitty, do you want to go out?
Today, Rich, and it just feels like you said, like they're just playing comfort at this point. Because you look at yesterday, and it was a bit of a departure from what really made this a fantastic team throughout stage 2.
Chat.
You know, they obviously have their explosive elements. Lethal can just take over games. Maimon is a great damage player as well. But for the most part, what has made GK great is the fact that they're such a smart team. Their setups are so good. You look at the Baptiste life, no one has really been able
There we go.
to get down. But yesterday,
30s. It's been a difficult thing. I've had to
Like, he's got a hat with a light built into it. It's a ball cap with a hat built into the light.
This is super veggie. This is what I'm going to eat after we work out. I rotate every month. 1 month puree, 1 month whole pieces. And the puree I find to be a lot. Well, I like it for a lot of reasons. I know people look at it and they say it's green goop and they like to make fun of it. It's really...
I mean, I need to see it more.
It takes me over 30 minutes to eat. Yeah, overall, it's a lot of vegetables every month. It's over 50 pounds, I think, if you add it up.
What is this fucking nutrient paste?
While I'm here,
There was a ground up vegetables?
Protein.
What is... It's...
Blueberries and...
Okay, berries, sure. Berries, that's a real food. That's a real food. Berries are real.
Go through these different phases and change it up. Like the super veggie, the puree, and then the whole pieces. Same with nutty pudding. And then I wonder how people in the future will look back at me. If they're like, yeah, you know...
Not well. Not well. Not well, buddy.
It's normally 30 to 60 minutes. I'm going to go really fast. It's probably going to be pretty hard. I'll be breathing hard. I won't be talking.
Okay, he's doing some pulls. That's fine. I don't really care. I think all of his workout makes... I mean, I have nothing to complain about here. Nothing to complain about here. He's just working out. That's
27
fine.
Minutes. Lately, I've been doing 4-minute rest.
Nothing to complain about there. That's a reasonable workout.
Feel over.
Is that it?
Was next to impossible. Favorite part of the day, I get to have breakfast, which is a few pounds of vegetables. I grew up eating cereal. I now love eating vegetables. If you would have told me as a kid, this isn't true. The virgin olive oil.
What is
Some
this?
fermented foods. This is 2 tablespoons.
Fermented
of extra virgin olive
foods, an extra virgin olive oil over the top.
Of course, there's never a time in life too late to start taking care of yourself. Also, if you're 10 to 20 right now in life,
that's fair.
What I would give to go back in time and begin this way of living at that age.
I would not. I would not. Yesterday I got Korean barbecue and had a beer. Yesterday I got Korean barbecue and had a beer with my friends. So yeah, my ass. You won't catch my ass doing that.
I just haven't seen him play in such
That's not going to be happening.
I'm not sure if GK.
Let me turn down I can turn. Wait, I can turn this up a little bit. I don't need to be Brian Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, he's more of a brawl
there we go.
At this moment in time, like Ram, Orisa, that kind of vibe. But yeah, Infected.
What are your thoughts on the Tiny Chef saga? Don't care, not because it isn't sad, but because everyone's going to get really outraged about it, and then it's going to get picked up again, and then they cancel it because no one will watch again. Essentially, it's just like performative outrage over something no one watched.
Inevitable. And a map like Ilios as well, Avril.
This happens many times in the content world, is that everyone gets outraged over a show they never watched. And then it's like, well, bro, it's like, essentially, how I feel about Tiny Chef is how I feel about esport content. People are like, oh my gosh, where's my hardcore analysis esport content? I love esports content. Then you make it and no one watches it. And it's like, oh, well, that's why. Like, no one does it because no one fucking cares about it. That's essentially how I feel about Tiny Chef.
Don't forget, Season 17 is live right now. Before we get into this first map, we'll jump to a quick trailer. Just give the players another...
Thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters? Haven't watched it. I would say that I also don't care. I would say I don't really care because I don't really care about K-pop. I like Demon Hunters as a concept. Why does Jack look like the Ryan Gosling Taco Bell meme? What? Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? Where is the top image? Chungus Fungus won, did they? Let's freaking go, Chungus Fungus. Let's freaking go. I'm so proud of them. He does. Hooray, hooray for Chungus Fungus. Listen, Cameron, I'm gonna validate you now that you understand it's a top. Now that you tell me it's the top one, I get it. I get it now. I'm validating you. I'm giving a validation. Validation. No beefing. This is how I keep my friends healing. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, I'm hearing chatter talk. I'm hearing production chatter. -2. Come on. Come on, guys. It's like Papa Roach if it was for friendship, you know? Papa Roach if like they were all about friendship and like positive vibes. You don't want a Papa Roach like that? Papa Roach if they were even worse. You know what's crazy? I only know about the existence of Papa Roach because of Naruto AMVs. Isn't that not crazy to think about? When I was a child, YouTube served me a Naruto AMV, and that's how I discovered what Papa Roach was as a band. And I've still never really listened to them, but that's the only reason I know of them is because Naruto AMVs. There's so many things like that where I can't believe this is how I discovered them. Is just like some completely random bullshit like that. Do you so chat the Omegaverse screenshot? I have not shown the Omegaverse screenshot. I have not shown that. It is very funny. It is very funny. So I saw a screenshot of someone's like Omegaverse fan fiction, and it had probably one of the most unnecessary additions of all time to the writing. That I'm sure you guys will enjoy this. Did you see this one? I'm sure you've seen this one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Oh my gosh, the door's not even closed. 1 second.
Want to control the POVs you watch on the official OWCS broadcast?
I've seen that.
Between the mainstream and
it was insane. Yes, the screen. I'll just show you the screenshot from Archive of Our Own, a fanfiction website. I want you to just read the blurb of text. I want you to read the blurb of text. Now, mind you, this fanfiction is about like essentially a universe where like people are born a very particular sexual nature, and that's about the Omegaverse.
As we get into our grand finals here.
Just want you to read the blurb of text on this one. About the Omegas, huh? About the male Omegas in the Omegaverse. The fanfic writer that's too woke. The fanfic writer that's you know, just yeah, has Sin sent this. Yeah, I saw this and I sent it to Sin in our group chat immediately. When I saw that screenshot, I sent it to Sin ebooks immediately.
Right to it as well. You got to think. In fact,
the Avast book club. No, not the Avast book club.
And I guess the question for me would be this Sombra play from my moan. It seems like it's just a shoe-in, really.
Yeah, and that week 4 game was actually.
I'm happy I have no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, really much all you need to know is that essentially it's a fan fiction universe about like people, Omegas and like alphas and betas, and it's all about like your sexual dominance, essentially. And like there's a bunch of like pheromone like gooner shit, and that's like, and so they were essentially saying that this one group of sexual hierarchy was persecuted like Jewish people in Nazi Germany and other various groups that were targeted. So, which is just an insane comparison. Why do you know all this? I've been around. I've been around.
Yeah, I mean, like ruins is
I've been around, okay? I've been around. I've been around.
And to be fair,
I've been in places you couldn't even imagine.
Even well isn't too bad.
I've been in places you could never even imagine, okay?
And you just
If that's one of them, no. I'm not one of them.